we are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Maria Leach with Maria Leach Designs and Andrew Thompson with Andrew Thompson Construction. And you guys have brought us to another gorgeous project.
Yes,
glad to be
beautiful.
here.
Mm-hmm.
So Andrew, I have a question. It's a very serious one. How did you get this hood in this home?
We'd have to kill you if we told you. That's some trade secrets. It's not for the faint of heart, I can tell you that.
Yes.
And Andrew, what did this space look like before?
Well, it was a lot darker than what we see in here today. The footprint is basically the same. We made a few changes in the bathroom, but what you see here is really what we had to work with before. It's just beautiful now. It was a great home before, but we now have made it what Joe and Beth wanted it to be, and we worked with Red Leaf Interiors, a fantastic design company. First job we've worked on with them. We hope we work on many more with them. Did a great job.
And Maria, what were some of the wants that the homeowners had when they came to you?
Well, they had been working with the design team, and definitely Beth wanted to have a very large island, which she has, and she wanted a good entertaining space for their family, and also the master bathroom to be much brighter and more user-friendly.
Well, Andrew, the bathroom is absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah, it turned out great. Again, working with Red Leaf Interiors, they bought into our process and how we do things. It was a good marriage. And, you know, one of the things that we looked at for this particular job, Marsha already touched on it a little bit, is, you know, from an entertaining standpoint, their Christmas party, Joe and Beth's Christmas party, is notorious. There's probably 1,000 people here, but we had to make sure that we could have the folks move around during the Christmas party and other parties. But yeah, I mean, it's just, they were great to work with. You know, we're in Laurelbrook. Again, we've done 5 or 6 houses in here. It's a great neighborhood. This house just needed to be freshened up. It was already a great house. We just made it what they wanted.
Well, Maria, open floor plans is such a big deal. Are you still doing that a lot when it comes to remodeling projects, opening everything up?
Absolutely, absolutely we are. We oftentimes have areas in homes where there are support beams, and we take those out and then put in a support in the ceiling to open it up from one space to the next.
And Andrew, what tips do you have for homeowners that are thinking about turning the key on one of these projects?
Whatever you think it's going to cost, be prepared that that number probably is not right. Labor is still very, very tough for us in this industry. We have seen some material costs go down, and take your time. Work with somebody that is not in a rush. If someone says they can get to you next week, that could be a red flag. Have a plan, or have someone that has a plan. Stick to the plan, and it's a lot of this, the work is the work. A lot of this is about communication and setting expectations. I've said this so many times on this show. Some of the hardest work we have to do is before we ever put a permit in the front window of the house.
Well, Maria, one of your processes is to really sit down and hold the client's hand and take them step by step through everything that they should expect.
Yes, well, definitely the communication throughout the project is very, very important. I communicated with Beth and Joe daily about what they could expect for the day, who was going to come, what was going to happen, to the best of our knowledge, unless we come across something we don't expect, which sometimes happens, and did on this project. That's right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, the other thing too is if your contractor is speaking with you solely about what's happening day to day, and they're not telling you what's happening 2 weeks or a month out, then, you know, that's where mistakes are made. That's where people feel rushed. They feel antsy. You know, as people are getting ready to do projects and whatnot, understand what the financial implications of things are as well. How's the budget going to look? You know, how much information are you going to have? And just take your time and do it once and do it right.
Well, thank you guys so much for bringing us to another amazing place. We love having you on the show.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.